Hi, how are you doing? This is Pastor Drager. Um, Pastor Cheryl. Anyway, I started reading this outside and um the sun was blinding and the dog just wouldn't shut up. And he was creating a conniption fit and he was having a problem. And I have gone out of my way to try to keep him from barking and telling him, no, no, bad dog. And he continues. I even tried one of those little electric collars that shocks him. He would bark anyway. I had it turned up to high. He would bark anyway. And so he is just a difficult child. Okay. So anyway, I came back inside. I viewed the video and I thought, no, I can't see what I'm doing out there on the picnic table. And so I thought, well, it's nice out, but you know, it's just not good for doing a reading out there today. We're supposed to start John 6, starting at verse 43. Jesus answered them, "Stop grumbling amongst yourselves. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will raise him up on the last day." Oh, got nothing today. Okay, we'll pour a little spot of tea. You'll enjoy that. You like tea, don't you? You can go ahead and join me. It's peppermint. I woke up coughing today and I haven't quit. Um, and they will all be taught by God. Everyone who has listened to and learned from the Father comes to me. Not that anyone has seen the Father except the one who is from God. He has seen the Father. Truly, I tell you, anyone who believes has eternal life. I am the bread of life. Your ancestors ate the manna in the wilderness and they died. This is the bread that comes down from heaven, so that anyone may eat of it and not die. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. If anyone eats of this bread, he will live forever. The bread that I will give him for the life of the world is my flesh. And as the Jews argued amongst themselves, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? So Jesus said to them, truly I tell you, unless you eat of the flesh of the Son of Man and drink of his blood, you do not have life in yourselves. The one who eats of my flesh and drinks of my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day. You see where he's getting with this. He goes on and on here. Flesh is true food and blood is true drink. The only one who drinks my flesh drinks my blood and remains in me and I in him. You can imagine he has a lot of disciples at this time. Lots of disciples. And the ones that are really turned off by this get up and leave. So we will continue down to verse 60. Therefore, when many of his disciples heard this, they said, this teaching is hard. Who can accept it? Jesus, knowing in himself that the disciples were grumbling about this, asked him, does this offend you? Then what if you were to observe the Son of Man ascending to where he was before? The spirit of the one who gives life, the flesh that doesn't help at all? The words that I have spoken to you are spirit and are of life, but there are some amongst you who don't believe. For Jesus knew of the beginning of those who did not believe and the one who would betray him. He said, this is why I told you that no one can come to me unless it is granted to him by the Father. This is a little bit long. From that moment, many of his disciples turned back and no longer accompanied him. So Jesus said to the 12, "You don't want to go away, do you?" Simon Peter answered, "To whom will we go? You have the words of eternal life. We have come to believe and know that you are the Holy One of God." Jesus replied to them, "Didn't I choose you 12? Yet one of you is a devil," as he was referring to Judas, Simon Iscariot's son, one of the 12, because he was going to betray him. Um, Apparently, Judas was very loyal to him. And the 12, despite this strange rambling, stuck around. The others took off. And so this way he got rid of the ones that were not really loyal to him. And it's probably was a good way of just kind of getting rid of them. Now the Roman Catholics use this verse and other ones as transmutation, where they, during the Eucharist when it's served, um, they see it as like giving a literal blood and wine. The blood is transmuted into the the I'm sorry, the the wine is turned into blood. They think literally as they drink it, and then the bread is turned into his body literally, and they take it this literal. And I can see what he's doing here. He's getting rid of some unwanted. He thinks he has too many um, followers, and this way he's getting rid of the ones that are not loyal to him. And so, and I'm surprised that they just didn't stick around just to see what would happen. I would do that. I want to see what happens. Let's just stick around. And because I'm always curious about stuff. That's how I make so many friends. I just kind of stick around and get to know people. I do. Give me an hour in the laundromat up the street, and I walk out with a new friend every time. Every time. And all you have to do is be friendly. It's not hard. It's not hard to do. Just be friendly, be outgoing, smile. And I have flyers for our meditation garden chapel. Invite people to the worship services there, and I just put my phone number on the bottom. Say, call me anytime. And that seems to work. Some call, some don't. But anyway, it's a way of getting the message out, and I will pretty soon start sending out flyers to the radio stations for them to announce our meetings for this year. And then if there's any special meetings, I'll have to notify them. I was going to have like a Black History Club meet out there. We are now being helped and supported by the NAACP. We do have people of color in our church, and that is on land where the meditation garden is, the outdoor chapel. It's where the Black people originally settled in the 1850s. It's a historic area, and now the people on the historic tour are not allowed in there because of the guy that decided to close the road, and he got the city to comply. So we'll see what they can do, and if they can't do anything, then we'll have to think of something else. But meantime, I've been talking to a congressman, and he's kind of helping me out with this. And I talked to the woman in charge of the legal department with the NAACP, and automatically right now she's a friend, right? Yeah, it's not hard to make friends. Those of you who are lonely over there, just get out of the house and meet people, visit with people. It's not hard to make friends, really. And so, anyway, we have reached the 10-minute limit, and I'm expecting the phone just to snap off at any time, and it will. It will. It just goes boop, you know. And so we will start up tomorrow. Um, Chapter 7, John. And we might skip over a few things because I want you to learn more of the meat of the matter and, get to the meat, not the bones. And so, anyway, click on the like and the little thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. And we will continue with this tomorrow. I'll see ya. Bye bye.